Well, hello there, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning into this video. We are here with one of our speakers and sponsors of the 2024 Spirit Heart Cruise, Lisa Fry, who's become a good friend of mine over the past, Lord, now 5 years, right, Lisa?
five
And so
years.
that just kind of whipped by really fast. And
It
so
did.
she was on our 2019 Spirit Heart Cruise, where we went out of Florida, out of Port Canaveral, and went to Coco Key, St. Thomas, and St. Martin. And this one, she is our featured speaker on our cruise going to the Mayan ruins. And so I'm excited to talk to her a little bit about her background and so you can get to know her and what she's going to be teaching on the cruise. So Lisa, welcome to this
Well,
video.
thank you. I'm excited. I'm excited. And you're right, time does fly. 5 years has gone by so quickly, hasn't it? It's just been a whirlwind of exciting things.
Definitely has. So, well, you're our featured speaker. So what that means is that you're the one that's signed up to really educate us on different topics. There's many different speakers, but you're going to be teaching about psychic development, if I'm correct,
Correct.
and kind
So
of diving into. Can you talk a little bit about what that's going to look like? And
sure. So we're actually gonna be talking in that first one about psychic development and how everybody is an intuitive. And it's kind of been my experience because when I started, I started late. I didn't start till I was 38 years old and didn't have support and didn't have people to go, you know what, it's okay to open up late. If people think that you're either, and everybody's born psychic because everybody's a psychic, but not really realizing how gifted they are. So we're going to actually talk about the different clairs, and we're going to hopefully by the end of that class be able to identify everybody's clairs so that they can step into them a little bit more deeply and see them for what they are, which is just a gift that everybody has that we can all tap into and feel a little bit more empowered in that. And what I really love about this particular class is not only do people realize that they are gifted in one way or another, but they are also supported every day in every way by their spirit guides. So they get to see how they're being touched on daily by information that they might have otherwise ignored. So it's a really, really interesting process to see people's light bulbs come on and they go, oh my goodness, I didn't even realize that was a message. So that's basically exciting for me. I love that. That's my
that
favorite
is
part.
very exciting because how many times I sit with people and they're like, "Oh, I didn't realize that was a psychic message." I'm like, "Well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
spirit trying to talk to you. What do they have to do? Hit you with a 2x4?"
And we have one, so 2x4 therapy is what we call with Archangel Metatron. He comes in when you don't listen for a long period of time, you start to find that they hit a little harder. They really try to
Yeah,
get that message across.
those
So
cosmic 2x4s are always fun.
always, always.
So, well, tell us a little bit about your background. I mean, you've been in this, you started off as a cosmetologist, am I
I
correct? And
did. Yeah.
how did that lead
Um,
you into the psychic world?
it didn't.
Oh, okay.
Thank goodness. No, I did. We had a nail salon for probably 20 years. And uh, what happened was we were stepping away from that, and our youngest child, Ghost Hunters had just come out. If this tells you how long ago this was. And he wanted to go ghost hunting. So we bought him for Christmas one year all these paranormal equipment. And we would go out, and him and I would just set equipment down in battlefields. And we happened to know exactly where to set the equipment. And not having any tutors, any mentors or anything like that, I didn't realize that that was what we were doing, was that clairsentient, just knowing where things were. And I found myself bringing things home. And I had to
Mm,
learn how to deal with that. And so that one thing led to another. So from just kind of going out and doing paranormal investigation, I went into Reiki. I'm a Reiki master and went through all of that education. And I feel like I needed to stretch a little bit further. So went into a 2 year long shamanic apprenticeship and found that I really like bouncing in that space. I like being able to work on both sides of the spectrum with the healing and the intuition and merging those together. I'm also a hypnotherapist. I work within the Akashic Halls mostly when I'm doing my healing sessions. And that was brought to me by Archangel Metatron in a meditation. I've never taken a class on Akashic Records. It was taught to me by Archangel Metatron. What else do I do? A wide variety of things. I'm ordained minister. I am a Diksha Oneness Blessing giver. I love my connection to spirit, but most of all, we like teaching. That's our thing. So we like to help other people see their own light, build their self-confidence, and bring them closer to their guides and loved ones on the other side so that they can feel that connection. That's mostly our main thing that we do nowadays
Wonderful. And you have a wonderful membership of people too that are around the country. Am I correct?
around the world.
Around the world. Wow.
Around the world.
Wow.
Yes, our My Mystical Life membership brings all those things, together. And it really kind of was an accident. We didn't mean to start it. We were trying to do a Reiki Evergreen class, and I'm very challenged when it comes to computer work. And all of a sudden I went, oh, look on the webpage, there's this membership site. Maybe we should just throw that out there too. And we did, and it exploded.
Wow.
So we just kind of sit back and we're facilitators now, and we watch the most amazing things. When you put like-minded people together, and you know this, when you put like-minded people together, they spark,
Yeah.
especially within what we do. And they've created this incredible network of people that I didn't even know one person talked to another person or knew them. And they're all like, well, so-and-so said this. And I'm like, I didn't even know that there was connections. So
That's amazing.
it is amazing. It's just truly amazing. We love to
You
sit back and
know,
watch.
I just had this happen recently. I was in California and for some reason, of course, you know this, the internet wasn't working very well in the hotel. And then I tried to jump off the town internet, working even worse. So for
Mhm.
some reason, I could not connect to Zoom properly. My computer started updating 30 minutes before my group call, and my students started teaching for me, and the more senior ones, and I was so proud of them that they just stepped up and really started teaching. And I was like, that's such a compliment to all of us when we see that kind of stuff happening. And so,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely. And I'll throw some kudos out to our students because our teachers are, we have a lot of professionals within our group. And so we have 15 different live Zoom classes a month, and they are the teachers. I teach 2 classes a month, and then all of these incredible teachers, herbologists and hypnotherapists and human design and crystals, they all come in and they all do these incredible things. And that's how we're supposed to work. We're supposed to work in synchronicity and everybody working with everybody else, sharing knowledge. It's so cool when that happens, and you can watch your students teach. I agree with you. It's
yeah,
amazing.
I love it. Well, just one last thing I would like to chat about. Um, Lisa, like I mentioned, and her husband are sponsors of this year's Spirit Heart Cruise. So, what I wanted to say to everybody, she's got an article that's going to be in our program. And so there's going to be her logo is going to be on the ship everywhere and all that kind of stuff. So, can you give them your website where they can find you?
Absolutely. Absolutely. MyMysticalLife.com. We have everything that we do can be found right there as the jump off spot. And we try to provide everything as easily as possible, being internet challenged the way it can
Well,
be. But yeah, MyMysticalLife.com.
yeah, it's perfect. And I've actually been on some of her calls. They're wonderful and they're a lot of fun. So, if you ever get a chance to go check out her membership, I would go check it out.
Thank
And
you.
speaking of which, just so you know, everybody always wants to be a speaker. I mean, people message me and they're like, I want to be a speaker. I want to speaker. I was like, well, I'm full on speakers this year, but you should come. And they're all like, oh no, basically if they're not a speaker, they don't want to come. And I
Um,
laugh because everybody should. Lisa wasn't a speaker when she first
mm,
came on the Spirit Heart cruise, and as a result, she met us. We connected with her, and we wanted her to be a speaker. And so now she's the featured speaker on our. We tried to make her a featured speaker during COVID, and
right.
then COVID happened, and then she's a featured speaker on this cruise. And so can you talk a little bit about your experience in 2019?
Absolutely. I will first say that it was our 30th anniversary, my husband and I's 30th anniversary, and we decided to spend our anniversary on the cruise with you guys that year.
Oh,
And my husband's very first cruise, I cannot tell you, we still have people that we're in contact with constantly. Angela Maynard, Patty Ballard, all these people that, we've just had such an incredible time with on the cruise. And what, like I said earlier, when you get like-minded people together and they just sync up, and if I encourage everybody to go on this cruise that is interested remotely in the things that are, that we do, because it's about connection. And what a better way to make connection than out on a ship surrounded by water with a bunch of intuitives. It
yeah.
was probably one of the most dynamic gatherings I've been to. And there was just a little bit of everything. Everything was incredible. The table tipping was the thing. I mean, that one of that particular class that I went to was like mind blowing. I saw things on that cruise that I had never seen before, heard things that I still use in my classes today. So, I
Mm.
mean, it was just an incredible experience, and we cannot wait. So, I do encourage people to go on this cruise, and I'm always talking to people. So, we're out at expos handing out pamphlets for the cruise, like, do come with us because we are fun people,
Yeah.
you
Well,
know?
and it's funny because Lewis is actually going to do a table tipping again in
Oh,
this
that's
particular.
awesome.
So,
That's awesome.
you make tables now
I
for
do.
table tipping.
Yes.
So,
Kind of table tipping, they spin, and it's kind of interesting.
still fun, still fun. So, well, very, very cool. Well, we're very excited about having you on the cruise, and everybody, it's going out of Galveston, Texas on December 8th of this year. So it's a perfect Christmas present for you and your family. A metaphysical conference on a cruise ship. We are going to the Mayan ruins. We're going to Costa Maya, Mexico, Cozumel, Mexico, and Roatan, Honduras. So it is going to be an incredible time. So this is the time for you, and you can actually put a deposit down right now, and it doesn't have to be paid off until September. So
Right.
now is the time to actually go and fill that out. So and the website will be in the in the description so that you can sign up. So much love, everybody, and hope to see you on December 8th.